Yo, Overlord fan. Hello, big fan, big fan. Dude, that anime is pretty good. I heard season 4 is coming out.
He's thinking of stepping down from the Tianxi position.
I first met Yelan when she was very young. Even back then, she was extremely tough. And she kept her cards close to her chest.
Alright, I'll let you guys watch this.
The day the chasm was unsealed, I put in a request to be transferred here, so I could finally learn the truth of what happened back then.
Everything is chaotic here.
手元に歯があるのなら、拙者が草笛で一曲奏でよう。
Does that mean even Xiao can't sense our presence here?
So, I realized that Ito and Kuki is gonna be part of the main story quest. It was really cool, huh?
This problem underground is bigger than we thought.
Just focus on taking care of yourselves. I'll figure out the rest.
Did you guys know that Ito and Cookie is gonna be in Li Yue? I did not know that until I watched this again.
Gotcha. Busted. Here comes the catch. Maybe I should make better use of my time.
Pardon? Wait, BB, you didn't know that cats enjoy getting their back hat? Like a certain part of their back. Right, Neko? Isn't it true? How many people here are cow owners?
That sounds like Xiao. Could he be in trouble?
Ayo, Xiao?
No way. Was that who I think it was? Something's not right. Something's wrong with this domain. Leave now. Get out of there.
So, if you guys are wondering, hold up, let me.
Space because I found your weakness. Die here with me.
Okay, that was the opening scene, right? You see right here. So, from what it looks like, this domain looks like it's part of somewhere either in the chasm Economia. Almost got mixed up, right? And it's in the chasm. But the funny thing is, this domain, I feel like it's about memories past. It's kind of like a test. It's a domain of illusion. And that evil guy, he's either a yokai or some evil corrupted beast. And the funny thing is, I didn't know Ito and Kuki were going to be part of the main Archon quest or the Yue until I watched it again. Look at Elon. Dude, we'll see Elon. Wait, if you guys have cats, do you guys not pet your cats back? So, for those who are wondering, this is the event weapon. We're gonna just like power through this because I'm pretty sure a lot of people already watched it. Oh yeah, Anya calls her daddy Chichi. Means it means it's a very formal way of calling father.
What? Simulacra.
Oto-san is normally what people Oto is normally what people would say a
Next, we
papa.
have a quick trailer to give us a preview of the first of our new characters.
What's the stats of the ball? I don't know. Probably HP% because it's supposed to be Yelan's ball. Alright, this part is about Yelan.
雨降る風の中、ふるさとを。
So you're wondering I think she's a charge attack ball from what they showed here. And the thing about charge attack ball, unless they're Ganyu, they seem to not work really well. I was hoping that she was an auto attack bow user. Yeah, the animation is pretty cool.
Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan. I think you may need my help. And I just so happen to be interested in some information you have. In other words, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Oh, I don't mind scratching your back. I love Yelan's voice actress because if you guys are wondering, she sounds so. What's that word?
I love how
she sounds hot. Elon's voice actress sounds really hot.
Totally.
That's dope. And what a silky smooth voice.
Aw, shucks.
So many of you may already recognize Yelan from when she appeared in the
I'll move
castle.
myself to the right.
Her archery skills are
And to the
pretty
left.
impressive. So, Laura,
What?
would
Her
you mind
voice is
lifting
really
the veil on
high.
this mysterious character?
Of course. Yelan is the mysterious owner of the Yenshang Tea House in Liyue.
Definitely not the first mysterious tea house owner we've met.
That's right. Would you look at that? Seems like
Yeah, I
running
have a
tea
tail. I
house
have a
can
full
be a
body.
pretty confrontational job in Tibet.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Actually,
It has
though,
full
being
body.
a tea house owner is not the only identity Yelan has. In fact, you could say that Yelan is a person with many different faces. She relies on her acting skills.
She
to
does have a
naturally blend
bobbing
into
voice.
any social
What do you guys
setting,
think of
pull some
Yelan's
strings
voice?
To guide the course of events, and then poof, disappear before anyone's noticed. Her activities have taken her across the other nations of Teyvat, and even to the Abyss.
All right, nice. So she also
Hot
travels around
body
Tibet,
reveal,
like
sexy.
the traveler.
You want me to
Yeah,
strip
yeah,
too?
but
No, I was kidding.
Maybe a little more dangerous looking than our traveler?
Hey, the traveler can be dangerous.
Well,
Sure, then.
Yelan prefers the thrill of exploring dangerous places and living on the edge a little.
Interesting. If you ask me, Yelan is starting to sound more like a special agent type of character.
She
Well,
is,
sounds
isn't
like
she?
You are following the clues, Zach. Yelan is actually a special intelligence officer that reports to Ningguang, and she serves as a reliable line of defense in protecting Liyue. Even those on the inside like Ganyu don't know the full extent of Yelan's duties.
So in other words, Yelan
これ
works
ほど
under
美しき景色
Ningguang?
を見れば
Kind
おの
of,
ずと
but
旅が
I
したく
wouldn't
な
put
る
it
もの
quite
であ
like
ろう
that. To Yelan, her relationship with Ningguang isn't about rank, it's more about collaboration. Ningguang arranges dangerous work, and Yelan brings her the resulting intel.
Wait,
Sounds
so
secretive.
is this gonna be is there gonna be like a power dynamic between Yelan and Ningguang? Because you guys know how it is. There's gonna be
I'm kinda curious
fanfics
about
of
how
this,
these two
isn't it?
started working together.
Yo, Genshin fanfic
Yeah,
writers,
well, we'll
get
just
it
have
to
to
it.
wait and see.
Get to your
Speaking
Yelan
of her work,
plus
Yelan keeps
Yelan
tabs
X
on any
Ningguang
extraordinary
fanfic tier.
individuals she comes across and puts them on a list. It wouldn't surprise me if we even found the traveler
True
on her
story,
list,
right?
and that she's been keeping a close eye.
To
on her.
other queen, why don't you try? Oh no, no, thank you.
Wait, are you serious?
Maybe.
That's lewd, V.
Maybe not.
Mugga, mugga, mugga,
Anyway,
mugga,
as
mugga.
someone
Thanks
who
for
works in
snack.
special intelligence, Yelan is a master of disguise and an expert at seeing through people and understanding what they're thinking.
So, if you'd like to see how Yelan operates in tough scenarios and works to uncover the truth,
Big
then be
Guang,
sure to check
step
out
aside. Yi
Subway
Guang's
Chef
coming
Crockett
in.
Version 2.7.
Sweet. Okay, so now that we've heard a little bit about Yelan's background, how about we talk about her combat capabilities?
Let's do it. Yelan wields a bow and manipulates
Elon-
a
Elon
hydrovision,
Musk?
and in
No, I was
combat,
kidding.
she's
Elon
a
Musk?
hydro
No, I was
DPS character that combines rapid attacks with agile mobility. She's an expert at weaving in and out of dangerous situations by swiftly moving across the battlefield and rejoining the fray with powerful attacks.
She's so agile. You know, she may move as gracefully as a flower petal in the wind, but do not cross her. She is a beast with that bow.
After a short time out of combat, Yelan will enter a breakthrough state, which will cause her next charged aim shot to have decreased charge time. And once charged,
Yeah,
she can fire
so
a breakthrough
if you guys
bar
remember my
that will
opinion,
deal
Yelan,
AoE hydro
I
damage.
assumed that she was gonna be an
Yelan's
auto attack
speed
character,
becomes
but she's a
quickly
charge
apparent
attack
in her elemental
character.
skill, Lingering Lifeline. Tapping or holding the skill button
Also,
allows her to move
I
rapidly
don't-
using her lifeline.
I don't think
marking
lingering
opponents
lifetime's
along
gonna
her
be
雨降
When
る
her
風
round
の
move
中
ends,
this move, lingering
ふるさとを
lifeline. So about this move, it kind of feels weird
拙者と故
because
郷のつながりは
because
もう
lingering
お別れ
lifeline. It's good if the enemies are sucked up together. So the thing I imagine is if you can activate lingering lifeline very quickly if the enemies are stuck in one position, they're all grouped up. So you just run through them once and it'll just hit them all. That's what I assume. That's
the
how you're
lifeline
supposed to
will
use it
explode,
more
dealing hydro
effectively.
damage to marked
But there's no
targets.
way anybody's gonna
Yelan
use
also
lingering
has a
lifeline
fixed
to
chance
run through every
reset
single
her breakthrough
monster.
state, based on the number of
If they're
opponents
spread
marked.
out, no one's gonna do that.
Cool. So we'd
Not
better
even
try to
mobile
mark a
players
whole
would do
crowd of
that.
enemies to maximize the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a charge attack character, but she's not like Ganyu at all. But she does have the ability to do more damage, apparently, as they explained, using that charge attack.
Her elemental burst, Depth Clarion Dice, deals AoE hydro damage and creates wondrous dice, which aid her in battle. The dice follow the character around and will initiate a coordinated attack when your active character uses a normal attack.
Oh.
And each time Yelan's lifeline explodes and hits opponents.
Oh, so every time her lifeline explodes, the dice does a giant AoE like this, and which means that if you suck them up with Venti or Kazuha and then run through them once really quickly with lifeline, if they're just clumped up and then as you have your ulti up already, it'll just automatically do extra damage, which is pretty good actually if you think about it. But the thing is, her auto attack, if you drop your ulti and you auto attack her, it's cool and all. So it's like Gilan's E ability, but mix in the ulti, and then the ulti also has a AoE extra damage added into it for the lifeline explosion, which is cool too. I'm not sure if it has AoE, sadly, but it looks like it works on any active characters.
With Yelan's passive talent, Adapt with Ease,
she reminds me of a sub DPS, like
while the dice are active.
I'm telling you, do not mess with her. She sounds gnarly. Sounds like she could also fill a solid support role too.
Totally.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's my
Yelan
snack
also
today?
Has another passive talent
Candy.
called Turn Control, which
That's all I have
causes
left,
Yelan's
Mrs.
max
Fujal.
HP to be increased based on the number of elemental types that are present in the party.
All I have is watermelon
and
gummy.
finally, because of Yelan's understanding of the Liyue region, she gains increased rewards when dispatched on a Liyue expedition for 20 hours.
Ah, that makes sense.
Of course, even after sharing all this information, Yelan still has a lot of secrets. Travelers will have to spend more time with Yelan on their journey to learn more about her. She'll also be making an appearance in the new Archon Quest Interlude chapter coming in version 2.7. We'll have more details on that shortly, so don't miss it.
Okay, next. Now where's my Kuki? Oh, there's Kuki. Now she's the one I'm going for, guys. I want her. A lot of people say her design's lackluster, but I think her design looks better than Yelan. That's like, because I really like her armor thighs and stuff like that. It looks really cool. Dude, I think so too.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
I wonder how good her E ability and her ulti is.
Oh, wow. That's a spicy trailer.
So cool. Yeah. I love the way she looks, like her color scheme and of course the green hair and the mask. Like she looks super capable.
Me too. I love her design.
I'm so scared, especially since I'm on guaranteed and saving Plaza.
The swords, the way they go up in the air and go
So
down.
for those who are wondering, I hit my 50-50 and I lost it and I got Jean, so that's why I got Jean C5. So whatever 5-star character I pull next, it's going to be guaranteed. So it's like, it's scary because I want Kuki, but Kuki's gonna be part of Ito's banner, so it's scary.
Well, you guys can see why she'd be an obvious addition to the Arataki gang. She's just that good. Alright, leave the introduction to me, will you? Only after getting to know Shinobu can you really begin to fathom how important she is to the entire Arataki gang.
Ito, it's because you're brain dead,
Shinobu
aren't
knows
you?
how to do almost anything, and is constantly rescuing the boss, aka Ito, and fellow gang members from dangerous situations. With her help, the little wandering gang of misfits in Hanamizaka has become a skilled crew capable of taking on
What?
any
He
kind of
admitted
mission.
that she's the brain of the gang.
He's really running things in the gang.
So the
Even
real
Ito
question
admitted
here is why would someone as competent as Shinobu ever choose to join the Arataki gang?
Well, what are you trying to say, Zach?
Oh, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not exactly sure, but, let's move on. Anyway, we need
I'll
to
put my
track the
gummy in my
start
mouth.
of Shinobu's story back to her family. Turns out that her family has traditionally served as shrine maidens to Narukami for who knows how long.
So you're saying she went from a
She's
strict
also a
family of
shrine maiden,
maidens
chat.
to joining the Arataki gang?
She's a shrine
Yes.
maiden.
Is that so surprising?
That's a pretty big 180.
Well, it just goes to show how much she's changed. When she was younger, Shinobu was sent as an understudy to the Grand Narukami Shrine, but after a certain incident, she started to doubt whether she was really suited for the strict life of a shrine maiden. So Shinobu decided
She
to
needs
leave
some
the path
spice
of
in
her
her
family
life.
behind and search for a path of her own. Out of curiosity and personal interest, she took the initiative to learn a variety of crafts and skills, and it wasn't long before she obtained many certificates.
So she's
many,
supposed to
in
be
fact,
a
that she can't
genius
even
from
fill
what it shows. But I want to see her ability. Skip this.
All right, if you're to learn a lot more about Shinobu's past. And that's about all I can say for now. Travelers will have to check out the event to learn more. Okay, we've covered her backstory.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely be playing her hangout event, because I think they've been changing the hangout event from dating simulator to actually maybe there's actually gonna be lore related to the characters. So I'm gonna try doing her hangout quests. You guys know that I normally skip hangout quests because they're kind of a waste of time for me. But
let's see the Arataki gang's
I'm gonna definitely try out her
leader
hangout
kicking some
quest.
butt in battle.
Woo.
Kuki Shinobu is a support character who wields a sword and uses her electrovision to both heal teammates and deal continuous damage from off the battlefield. She can do it all. Her unique skills allow her to sacrifice her own HP in combat in order to heal other party members.
Okay.
It's
We can
balanced.
definitely use the shell piece
It's
for this.
selfless.
Nice.
It's generous. When she uses
Why
her
are we getting
elemental
beaten?
skill's sanctifying ring, she sacrifices a certain portion of her
Why
HP
y'all
to
beating
create
me?
a grass ring of sanctification that'll heal friendly characters within it and deal continuous electro damage to surrounding opponents. After unlocking the passive talent Heart's Repose,
What's your sword for her? I don't know.
skills, healing, and damage will be boosted
We'll
based on
see.
Shinobu's elemental mastery.
Probably
With
energy
another passive
recharge.
talent, Breaking Free, when
Need
Shinobu's
for a
HP is
stretch.
low, her healing bonus is increased.
So, travelers will need to monitor her HP when using her skill. You don't want it to be too low, but at the same time, lower is also better.
Definitely, yes. Shinobu's elemental
Yeah,
burst,
she's
Yoe
definitely
Naru
gonna need
Kamikari on the
either
right, creates a special field in front
the
of her that
HP
deals
healing sets
continuous
or
electro damage to opponents
something
within it.
better.
And it goes without saying that Shinobu is amazing at carrying out expeditions. With the passive talent Protracted Prayers, she gains increased rewards when dispatched on an Inazuma expedition for 20 hours. So she knows how to bring home a
Wait, that's
devotion.
good.
Tasty. It is. It's
That means you have
very
to have
tasty. Let me
if I have
tell you,
Shenra
man,
and
Ito
Kuki, that means
sure
I
is
make more
lucky
money.
to have such a capable deputy leader. But the feeling is mutual, and Shinobu feels the members
I can make
of
more
the gang
Mora.
are also super important to her. They are her true family members, regardless of her rebellious nature. Although Shinobu has to bail them out of trouble over and over again, the gang is the only place she feels truly free and at peace.
I think it's
Ah.
great that they found each other.
She doesn't like to be
Yeah, definitely.
constricted. All right, next
Well,
part.
First
So-
event not only includes our new art.
The first event, guys, you guys are wondering, the first event is
Conquest interlude.
if you guys are new to the game, for those who don't know, event weapons, event banners, they only come once and they never come again, and you can never get the event weapon ever again. So it's their way of saying, yo, you must play this event. Genshin has this thing where it's the miss out feeling. If you miss out, you won't get it again. So if you guys are wondering, 4-star weapons that come from events are pretty good, and they either boost the current promo character's ability, which is this is probably for Yulan. This Twilight Bowl is probably for Yulan, to be honest. But normally these bowls are very good, not bowls. These event weapons are very good for multitudes of character usage.
Chapter, but will also contain a
So,
new challenge game
I
mode.
recommend
The
people,
event's
if you're new,
called
to get
Perilous
Chasm Locked,
Trail.
so you can get this
The
event
Archon
item.
Quest will be featuring a very unique cast of characters as Yenfei, Yelan, Ito, and Shinobu team up with the Traveler when they become
Confirmed?
stranded deep in the chasm. And it's not long before we also discover that Xiao is also conducting an investigation of his own in the chasm.
Investigation, you say? Because there's a lot of history and secrets buried within the chasm, including the story of how the people of Liyue fought off monsters 500 years ago. Yelan has been monitoring this place for quite some time, trying
How
to
do you
find...
find out? Off-topic question: how do you find out when and where new Genshin codes will be released? Like Primo codes? Sometimes Primo codes are given to Genshin streamers through their email. the people who are content creators for Genshin, they tend to get it. I'm not a Genshin content creator despite how many times I apply, but it's a-okay. But you normally they have it and they get released publicly, or Genshin news press release it, or you can get promo codes from watching their live stream. But normally the promo codes in the live stream only last like 16 hours. So yeah, it's just random. As normally press gets a bunch of them.
Also related to her origins.
The mystery. Yeah, the group will also find themselves facing a crisis in the chasm and will have to survive together in what will definitely be a thrilling experience.
Oh, they're calling out thriller,
what's been
baby.
revealed in the previous version, we know
Give me
that
that
there's a
tongue.
deep connection between the Yakshas and what happened in the chasm. It even seems that our vigilant Yaksha Xiao has some obsession with the area. It'll be interesting to see why he's in the chasm and what he's looking for down there. Travelers will have to follow Xiao's steps to learn more about the history that has been sealed there.
So if you guys are wondering, so I feel like they're trying to tell us that there's gonna be Yelan's origin quest, and there's gonna be Xiao, the Xiao's redemption kind of feel, you know, like the reason why Xiao is always there fighting against the monsters. And then there's gonna be a situation with the main character as well, which is why they call it thriller. So
As travelers play through the Archon quest,
you're very welcome,
the
my
combat
Pixel.
challenge
Welcome to the
Realms
little
of
den.
Guile and War will also gradually become available. Travelers
You need
will
to
need
see
to
it all.
constantly defeat enemies within a challenge domain. Completing 3 challenges will be counted as a round. The first
Okay.
3 domains will consist of 3
No
rounds, and
new
the
domain?
last domain will have 6 rounds. What's unique about this event is that after each round, you have to rearrange your party according to the domain's rules.
For example, in the Direcliff Court domain, only one
Oh,
member of the
you know
current
what this
party-
reminds me of? Do you guys remember? Oh yeah, actually, Kate, about the Kokomi's weapon. Yeah, I agree with you. Kokomi's weapon doesn't really the event weapon for her doesn't really work well for her. It's okay. There's definitely better weapons out there for her. But if you guys are wondering about this domain, has anybody remember the dungeon domain where you go through different little areas in order for you to move on to the next one? So
party can be
they're
selected
trying
to
something like
continue
that,
on,
but
while
for
everyone
this.
else will enter recuperation mode and will be unable to fight.
So pretty
In
much
another-
every time you defeat a round, it will force you, makes it harder for you by reducing the amount of characters you have for the
Domain
next round
Kaleidoscope
and all
Cage,
that jazz.
2 characters will be selected at random and will be unable to continue the fight.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it looks like travelers will need to be prepared to face a variety of scenarios.
So pretty much you
but
need a
I'm
lot
sure
of
travelers will
characters
come
built
up with
for
some
this.
teams and strategies to handle the challenges. Still, it sounds like they're gonna need to use a lot of characters.
I'm pretty sure Wales will
I don't know
easily
if
beat
everyone's
this.
leveled up quite so many.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
If you're new to the game, this
you know, I
event's
gotta
gonna be
level up
really
on
hard for you.
A lot of my characters. So it's important we mention that each of the domains will also have multiple trial characters prepared for travelers to use.
Oh.
And additionally, travelers may select and equip 3 stratagems per combat round that will provide buffs in battle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Travelers may consume stratagem shards they've collected in battle to redraw stratagems or select a previously
This is
equipped
interesting. Is this the
stratagem for
Mechanicus again?
continued use. Stratagem shards may even be used to redeploy downed characters. With the help of all of these supporting mechanics, travelers can confidently try the challenges with different combinations of characters.
Yeah, and in addition to exchangeable rewards in the event shop, everyone should remember to also collect
I didn't do it.
rewards from
I
the
didn't do
challenge
Theory
quests on the
Mechanicus.
event page. The
I
rewards
hated
will
it.
include an event-exclusive 4-star bow called Fading Twilight.
Ooh, fancy.
Sounds cool.
So you guys have got to check out this event.
Oh, I definitely will. All right, our next event is called A Muddy Bazaar Adventure. This one also takes place down in the chasm.
More
Darn
Primo's AL.
mysterious chasm.
So mysterious. For reasons unknown, some dark, mud-like substance has come pouring out of the caverns and mines of the chasm. And once again, the Sumeru scholar Hosseini has appeared to help us resolve the crisis. In this event, we will have to deal with constantly oozing dark mud, as well as monsters
Ah,
that have been
so this is a
strengthened
time
by its
attack
effects.
trial.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah. With the help of Persina Spike,
Yeah, this
we'll
is
need to
time
clear
attack.
the mud,
Look at the
weaken and
screen,
defeat
guys.
monsters,
It has a time
and
attack
let
bar.
the spike
Like he's
purify the
going
surrounding
down.
area while energizing itself. Attacks from
Wanna
monsters will
pull? I
disable
wanna
the
pull,
spike,
but I'll
so
stay strong
travelers
for
must be
Kazu
sure to protect
Hazel.
Also, when the spike is operating normally, using blooming light with a lumenstone adjuvant of a certain level will clear
Yeah.
out nearby oozing
Ragda-
fumes, granting the spike additional energy and
Nathan?
speeding up the charging process.
Ragda Nathan.
As the event
Thank you very much for the
progresses
follow.
through different phases, uses for the spike will
Welcome.
also change. For example, the spike could release shockwaves at intervals that attack opponents and dispel the buffs that those opponents possess. Also, the challenge objectives will change throughout the event. In some challenges, travelers may have to defeat the enemies in a limited amount of time, while
So
in
you
others,
need
travelers will have
you're
to
gonna
escort
need
a
the
hot air
luminescent
balloon
pearl
to its
thingamabobber.
destination while clearing
The
out dark
amulet
mud
thingy.
along the way.
That
In the
clears the
last phase
corruption.
of the event, travelers will have to clear dark mud and defeat monsters to reach a high score. In this challenge, powerful opponents will appear and travelers may defeat them to earn more points.
Travelers will need to be careful of the dark mud as it drains HP and affects our ability to move.
Wait, guys,
So,
guys, you can actually, I feel like people can do competitions for this one. This feels like you can actually do a
be
competition
sure to stay
for
safe
it.
and make quick work
I
of
can
any enemies you
imagine
encounter.
streamers and other people are gonna probably do like
so
a
you guys
time
remember
attack
how
challenge
I said
for
that Shinobu
everybody.
studied law in Liyue before? Well, to celebrate her graduation, we're holding a special event. The almighty Arataki Great and Glorious
Rhythm
Drama
game?
Festival, which, in case you didn't catch that, is going to be another rhythm game event.
Yes, rhythm game, rhythm game.
Rhythm game! Rhythm game! Yep, and we're going to be shaking things up a little from the previous music games. This time, travelers will be receiving a drum, so the game will be changing to a playstyle that is a little more suitable for a percussive feel.
It'll probably be best if we just show the travelers how it works, so let's take a look at how to play.
It's... Dude, wait
Alright,
a
here we go.
second! Why does the UI look like... I just
promo.
realized, guys, the UI looks like... The UI, looks like a bunch of mobile music games I've played before, the rhythm games. Look at that! It legit has the sidebar for the music choice selection.
The only kind of rhythm game I want to play. Let's go, drum in hand.
Genshin rhythm
Alright,
game.
It's like one of the semicircle
It
style
does, isn't it,
ones.
V?
I can get behind that.
Okay, so you gotta use two hands.
And they updated the UI for the rhythm game now, so it looks
Some
more...
people do them one-handed, but I can't imagine doing that personally.
Yeah, it's tough for me.
We're seeing a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
single
definitely
notes.
better in
Yep,
mobile,
we got the
probably
taps
say, for
and we
this
got the
rhythm
holds.
game.
Tippy taps
So
and the
that's good.
holds.
And then we have the double notes, too. You have to hold them down at the same time.
Nice, multitasking.
Okay, okay.
I'm really loving this.
Wait, who's playing this? Oh yeah, hit it, Ethan. Sheesh! I didn't realize you could do that.
This
Ethan the
music
beatboxer.
is boppin'.
I know, right?
That's what all the kids say.
Boppin'.
And wait, is that all the
Oh,
kids saying?
Tough,
I think they
complicated.
missed one. Oh, they missed one. No.
No.
Welcome
Combo.
back,
Like
Travis.
combo.
Double notes. Lots of double notes.
I'm like
Down and down.
bopping my head to the music.
Down
I'm into
and
this.
down. Down and down. Him and Aether. They're vibing. Yeah, this is actually really interesting. But it's like the feature that no one asked for in Genshin,
how fun is that? Oh,
but they
man,
put
that
it
looks
in
so fun to play.
anyways.
Well, considering that travelers might be playing the rhythm game on a variety of different devices, the designers have so kindly implemented a lag calibration function. This means travelers can calibrate their device by tapping the screen when they hear the accented "pff," and can adjust the decision line.
Alright,
until
mobile
it roughly
gamers, they adding
coincides
mobile
with the note
features for you.
position they entered. By making these little adjustments, travelers can improve the gameplay experience for each of their individual devices.
If you guys are
accordingly.
wondering, these are the
Also,
same
we'll be able
functions
to
as a lot
adjust
of
the note
other
falling
mobile
speed
rhythm
as well
games.
as the volume of the button sound when pressed. Additionally, more detail was given to how the system determines whether each note is counted as successfully hit or missed. In this so
Alright, I can skip this
travelers
one.
who are more confident in their drumming skills, such as myself, can clear the higher difficulties and still
So pretty much, if you guys are wondering, this event right here gives you the drum. And if you guys are new to the game, like I said, these instruments, I'm not sure if you can buy them afterwards, but they only come during these events, and you collect them so you can play music with your friends. And with the introduction of the drum, I feel like people can actually make their own in-game band, you know? I feel like they can make their own band.
still be able to collect the corresponding rewards for completing the lower difficulties as well. And just wait.
Oh, create your own.
All right. Musical scores
Wait a second.
as well.
Create your own.
And just wait. I haven't even gotten to the coolest feature yet.
Oh.
As tunes are unlocked, a note editor mode will also be unlocked.
Oh, cool. Create your own.
All right, that is pretty cool.
Travelers can freely edit the note positions.
Wait,
in
you
these
can
tunes to create their
you
own
can
beat
do your
maps of the
own
game's
beat
musical
map.
scores,
Oh,
which can then be shared with other people.
Nice.
Of course, in order to share your tunes with others,
Oh, that's
you will
gonna be
first
crazy.
required to play the song and reach
I'm
a
actually gonna
specific rank to
try
generate the
this.
share code.
And finally, travelers will also find some special gifts and messages left by some
I'm gonna
familiar
try if
friends at
anybody
the
can make like a
festival.
ridiculously
So don't forget
hard
to
one.
check those out.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I know you will.
All right, and last but not least, we have another interesting event. The aim of the event? Create a robot.
Oh, I still don't
Yeah,
understand
nobody
what
saw
this
that one
robot
coming.
thingy is, guys.
That's right.
Just-
Travelers will receive a material collector from a toy merchant from Fontaine. There are a total of 3 processes you must complete. Number 1, source material collection. Number 2, elemental charge. And number 3,
Okay.
core activation. Completing these processes will produce a robotic furnishing that can be placed in the Serenity
Yo, chat,
Pod.
give me
The
all your robots,
can have
please.
a variety of possible model types
There's
and animations, which will be determined by
5?
what you do
There's 20
during the
robots.
3 processes we just mentioned.
Give me
There's
to your
even a
robots.
chance to
There's 20 of
produce
them.
a special furnishing that can perform all 3 animations.
Oh, nice. During the event, travelers will be able to claim a total of 4 robots.
Furbies
from
are
test model
scary.
vouchers.
Don't
If,
talk about
say, you were
Furbies. These
unable
guys
to
are not
produce the model you
Furbies.
wanted, you can use the trade function to send requests and obtain the product model that you need.
So, who's excited to make some robots?
I am.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone
I don't
makes in this
understand
event.
why they're bringing
And
robots
that's it
though.
for the new events in
I know
version
they're supposed to be
2.7.
Fontaine.
Next,
So
we
for
have
those who don't know, Fontaine is supposed to be the area of high technology. That's Fontaine. So that's why robots are introduced. So, which is also kind of weird because if you think Fontaine is as a place full of robots,
Some important
remember
system updates and optimizations
Conraya
coming
was
to
a
the game.
place full of robots.
First, to help travelers on their adventures, the system designers have added challenge feature tips.
Yeah,
to the
it's Fontaine
beginning of
Crowns.
some
I agree with
high-level
you,
material
Travis.
domains.
But it's not. I'm
These
not
will
sure if
include
it's
some
Lower
suggestions
Fontaine
on how
though.
to quickly defeat the monsters in the domain.
Alright,
which
have a
might
good night,
help
Anime
travelers find
Queen.
the optimum
Stay
team
beautiful
or
as always.
strategy to efficiently clear it. Next, the system designers will be providing some detailed tips to help players train
Furbies
and
are
strengthen their
scary.
characters. When players open the character talents menu, they can use the newly added talent reference button to see talent priority recommendations based on the actual data of other active players.
Oh,
And
hey yo.
by pressing the attribute reference button in the character artifacts menu, players can see the main attribute usage
Oh, now
statistics
newer
for
players
each
don't need to
artifact slot.
ask.
The system designers wish to give everyone more intuitive data to reference while choosing how to strengthen each of your characters.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Did you guys see that? It looks like there's talent. People can vote for talent recommendation, first priority and second, stuff like that. That's really PogChamp. Because most people come in asking what talents they should power first. Like for example, when they come in and talk about Xingqiu, normally people just say max out the E and the ulti, and just ignore the normal attack. So having this is really good.
Players.
And
by pressing the attribute reference button in the character artifacts menu, players
And if you guys look at the top right corner here, the attribute recommendation. So that's really cool. So the top pick obviously is gonna be attack percent, crit rate, crit damage for Ganyu. So that's pretty good.
Usage statistics for
If you guys are
artifact
wondering,
slot. The
DPS
system
uses
designers
crit
wish to
rate,
give
crit damage a
everyone
lot.
more intuitive data to reference while choosing how to strengthen each of your
Throw it
characters.
away.
Ooh, cool.
So,
Throw it away,
make it
Hiro.
the talent reference button looks super convenient. Like it's
But we have artifact plans next. I'm not sure if they have artifact recommendation thing for the third. But if this system works and they get updated, I'm pretty sure if there was more, they probably might add it in the future.
It seems like it would be
sounds
really
like
helpful
something
if
that
you're
needs to
kind
be
of on the
added.
fence and
Artifact
you don't know which
recommendations.
one to pick. You can see what everybody else has like done in the past.
Oh, totally. Anyways, we also have another update regarding
Okay, what's the
game's
other
music.
update?
During version
Oh.
2.7, we will be releasing a new OST album,
Oh.
Middle Swatch.
Chasm's
which
getting new
includes all the
music.
music composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the new Chasm.
Oh.
Ooh, sounds cool. My favorite part of any game is the soundtrack. So
I
I'm looking
wish
forward to
Red
hearing that.
Third.
Okay.
You're gonna have
Next,
to talk
we
to
have a
Mihoyo
new
about this.
collaboration to announce to
Hashtag
everyone.
Genshin Impact,
Genshin
you know,
Impact will
Twitter.
be teaming up with the Funko brand to release
Enjoy your
a
luck,
series
Mrs.
of
Fujo.
Genshin Impact Funko Pops.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Fujo,
The
buy
first
this
wave
for
will
me,
feature
please.
figurines
Just
of
kidding,
Paimon,
don't buy this for me.
Ether, the one I voice,
It looks cool and all, but the head kind of creeps me out.
and
The body looks good, guys. The bodies look good, but the head, I know it's supposed to be a art style, but it still
Lumi,
creeps me
these
out.
will be released as Funko Pop Asia bobblehead figures.
Don't buy this for me, but if you guys like it, buy it for yourself, alright?
It's like covered a lot of
And I think
content.
that was it.
Definitely. You know, we did.
If you guys are wondering, the robot thingy is for Teapot, and it looks like what they haven't said. I'm not sure why they haven't said this, but I think Teapot's coming back in 2.7.
Cover a lot, didn't we? And as usual, I gotta ask you guys, how did you like being
Hopefully
on the
you guys
special
liked the
program?
2.7 live
Super
update. I did a quick
fun.
quick go
Great!
through.
I love my little.
But overall, guys, that was 2.7 live stream, and it looks like the story's gonna be a giant thriller, and the event's gonna be interesting. But will the story uphold and also make it enough for people to enjoy the end game, which is still non-existent in Genshin? However, the newer story, I would probably say, the story that they're adding in is going to be very, very PogChamp, and I can't wait for it to come out. The character that I'm gonna be pulling is gonna be
Little
Kuki.
chibi.
Elon is gonna be a skip for me, but if you guys enjoy Elon from what it looks like, it's gonna be a sub DPS like Xingqiu, most likely. Her auto is not gonna be very important, but her ability to boost other people's auto by giving them a hydro damage shooting, which is gonna be very good for vaporized comp team like Hutao or Diluc. So yeah, Hutao or
Yeah.
Diluc, recommend it. Use her.
にゃありがとう
Yeah, hello Footbugger, thank you. And if you guys are wondering, Cookie looks like she works well with Xiao's artifact stuff, but I wonder though. I'm definitely pulling for Cookie. She's part of Ito's banner, so I'm kind of scared about that though. Well then, guys, I wish you guys luck with your pulls on your 50-50. And if you guys want to catch me watching live on twitch.tv/AkiMakiroll, or if you guys enjoyed this little slurp, I'll try to add in more Genshin videos to YouTube. So slap that sub button. But other than that, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'm AkiMakiroll, and a pleasure. Bye.